don't wanna lose. Depression beating me, I walk around confused. Cheers when you up, but when you down, you hit a booze. Understanding all it take to walk a journey in my shoes. Gotta get my life right. I don't need.
I'm proud of you, brothers, man. I'm proud of you, brothers.
Appreciate it. I think
Appreciate it.
I was gonna get right into it, man. This episode 5 Talks with TAE podcast do every Friday, man. Today's special guest, assistant coach Hammond High. I'm probably one of my favorite coaches, man. Boyette, man. How you doing,
Man, I'm doing pretty good, man. During this pandemic, we just got to make sure everybody's just, safe and healthy, and as we go along this season. But man, so far, man, my family's doing well, and I'm maintaining my health.
That's good. That's good, man. How you
feeling? That's great.
How you feeling about the team this year so far?
Well, you know what, man?
Hold on. Before we get into that, shout outs, Tay.
Shout out. Yeah, it's lagging.
Same shout out from probably a couple weeks ago. Oh my God, bro. I'm good now.
Yeah. Back lagging.
I hear
this whole time.
Yeah, we can't hear you the whole time. But talk now.
Oh, no, I can hear you, Tay. I can hear you.
Deal. Oh, his stuff tweaking.
I thought I was tweaking for a second. I heard you know I was muted. No cap.
We usually do podcasts. We usually do shout outs before our podcast. So I'm trying to see. One shout out I got. I guess Lil John, man, he do music or whatever. Go check his music out on YouTube. It's Lil John. What else? I don't got no other shout outs right now. I can't think of. Yeah, we hear you now.
I really got no shout outs either.
What shout out you had?
Shout out A3 and Tone. Abundant Money. They coming out with some new stuff. They just dropped some hats. I have a hat. I was gonna show it, but it's in the closet. But I will be soon. But they got some new merch coming out soon. And go follow them on Instagram.
Shout out to my boy TDI Cuts, man. If y'all need y'all haircut, Cody's Barber.
Bro, shout out TDI, man.
Go and get up with him. But, how you feeling about the team so far, Boyette?
Man, you know what, man? I didn't imagine. I would be a fool to say that I imagined that we only lost one game. But we working hard, man. It's a different feel. Every year it's a different year. Every team just more motivated than past years. So I'm feeling good. But as coaches, we never satisfied. You know how that is. We never satisfied, and there's always something we could get better at. But I'm pleased. I would say I'm pleased for what I see at this point. But I'm never satisfied.
You got any questions right now?
Wait, you said more motivated than the last thing?
At the moment.
No, I ain't say more motivated. I say each year it's a different year.
Okay.
It's a different year. So and just like every championship team that I've been on, every year is just different. Every player, it changes, mindset changes, a lot of things just change each and every year. So I enjoyed all my years that I've been a champion, sectional champions at Hammond High. Just every year just different.
Oh yeah, that 2018 was the best, by the way. I ain't want to watch it.
Of course.
I just want to put that out there.
Well, you guys' year, man. I really say y'all kicked it off. Y'all really started and y'all kicked it off, and the momentum it's been rolling ever since. So that year we was a resilient. It was a resilient club, man, and I was proud to be a champion, champion, and knowing that I came from Hammond High. So as a coach, it made me proud. But coaching you guys and get me to that level and enjoying it with you guys made me feel a lot more better.
All righty. Now, hey, we finna get into the meat of the conversation. So I don't know if you watched episode 4. Episode 4 got a little heated. Um, everybody wanted to have their input on it. So episode 4, we talked about who was better, Malik or Mari.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know if you want to give us some insight on that. Who do you think a better player?
They both different. You can't say who's the better player, because if we say who's the better player, that will say Mari is still continuing his college career. Just because Mari continued his college career doesn't mean that he's better than Malik. Right now, Malik currently is not playing at the moment. So who's persistent, you would say Mari. But if you want to say, do those two guys have they different? They different. Who I like Malik aggressive. I like how aggressive he played. And if you understand, by the time he came here, we really didn't have a point guard. So if you think about a lot of things, Malik brought that point guard type of mentality that we needed for us to really push and get over that hump. When Mari came, Mari brought a different element. Mari knew how to run the point, but I think he was more of a two. I think he was more of a two to me. That's why they two different players. They both could play the point. I would think Mari shot better for sure. Mari shot better than Malik, but who was more aggressive and who was stronger going to the hole? That would be, that would be Malik. So if you want to say which pose who is better, if we going off just averages, if we going off, are we going off just what points per game they average, or
I
are
can't
we going
I can't go off of that because we go off of that.
right?
It's different. The ball was put in Malik hand, as I was saying on the last episode. And I was telling him our 2018 team was really, really good. Like if people really sit down and look at the team, like it was really good.
It
If
was
you put the
good.
ball,
It was a
if
good
you
team.
put the ball in a lot of our hands, we can make a lot of stuff happen.
It
Like
was a
we
good
had some
team.
type of.
No, it by far is a good team, man. Especially with you being that hard nosed. You were just a hard nosed guy, man. You came to work, no matter if you did your natural helpers, no matter whatever you was doing outside of your outside of being at practice on time. Still, when you came to practice or when you came to play, we knew what we was getting. It wasn't It wasn't nothing about it. When nothing said, we knew what you were gonna do when you stepped on that court. So you brought a feel of that toughness to the team, man. Everybody had their part to it. Even Malik, I think Malik defense got stronger along the way. Mari started to be like, what? They play defense around here, so I need to. Mari even played. Everybody know about, but Mari played defense. So everybody had their own little. However they got up and played, everybody had their own little thing, man.
Now,
Jamar,
now,
we
tell
know about Jamar, and
now, now tell you hear this. Like this is what I was saying last episode. Everybody had their day in practice. When
Right.
Malik was telling us,
He was
Malik told
on.
us on our live that he had fun with us at practice, as in saying he was running through us at ease. So he telling us pretty much every practice he killed. I said that's not true. If you want the real insight on our 2018 practice, everybody had their game. Everybody had their practices. Like Trey Sean started hitting threes. He just hitting them. He couldn't stop him. Man, Mari going. I get going. Mari get going. Montel get going. That's just us. Cause that's how good we was. Every practice we could do that. Like somebody could do that.
I totally agree, especially in practice. Like you say, when you're looking at the point guard position, it's guarded as the most prestige position to play. Long as you got that player there, they got to be the leader. So Malik, you got to also understand about Malik. He's cocky as well. You got to understand that, and you should know that by now, Dale. But I like how y'all went back and forth. It made us stronger. I love his cockiness. I love it. But you challenging on him sometimes in practice and all that. But I love that grit and that fight we had. Even Tello came along the way. For some reason he got stronger with it. Whatever we had in practice and whatever was souped up in that bowl, it came out when we came to play. It came out the way it should. Everybody did what they had to do, and that's what I like about Malik, Mari, you, Jamar, Tello. everybody on the team. So to me, there's that group set it off. That group, look, that was probably to me that hard-nosed people who can give us credit. They didn't give us credit. They still didn't respect us. It started with that group. Let's just keep it what it is. Now, as we continue and move along, it even helped us grow as coaches. This is what we need. This is what we have to do. This is what we have to push. That was that group that started us off. Those players in each and every spot, each every position, that's what did it for us, man. So I do commend that group, and I was very happy to coach you guys just as much as Littles and Mitch. We already know that group kicked it off. Who knows what's the best group? They're just like the Super Bowl. Tom Brady don't. You ask him who was the best Super Bowl team, and he be like, man, look, man, they all different in his own way, man.
They all different. But me and Mattel 100%. Probably Malik agree with us too. If we had shooting machines like the last two groups had shooting machines, we would be a lot better. We probably wouldn't even lost that regionals game.
So y'all didn't use the shooting machine one year?
We didn't have the shooting. We got the shooting machines for everybody.
We got it. Yeah. But you know what? We was one of the last schools to understand we need these type of equipment to make sure that these.
Sad.
No,
that's
I
sad.
know.
That's sad.
I mean,
that is sad.
But that's okay when you have but when you gotta work from the bottom and nobody really not investing into you, and we got to go out there and try to get fundraisers, try to get people to come out and try to support us, man. It was hard on us, but we knew the coaches, me and Littles, Mitch and everybody, man, we had to get out there and try to make all this money, man. These are 8,000, 7,000 machines. Who gonna give us that type of money? When we go out there and knock on doors and say, man, we need some fundraising money to get this equipment for our men basketball team who's doing very well. People still not investing, but you got these other schools who going out there and do that. You know what I'm saying? And so it gives them an advantage sometimes when it comes to the summer or when it comes time to play ball in the regular season. It gives them advantage over us a little bit because they get more shots up. But I'm glad that we got it going, and I wish we had it for you guys as well. But I'm glad that we finally starting to get some people to invest in this. But at the same time, I get what you're saying. So it's very, very, very understandable.
Honestly, we would have been 100% better than both teams that we had shooting us in this discussion. Honestly,
I mean, yeah, you got
because okay, if you think about it, I went to college, right? I went to JUCO. I played there. I seen the shooting machine. I said, "Oh, we never had these." So I look like everybody else, like all area players and players of the year, and all this. So I'm like, we just want sectionals. They like, oh, we want state. So I'll tell Tate all the time, my man John Dawson, he won state 4 times. And when he got down there, he like, where's everything at? I'm like, this is a lot for me. What do you mean? Like, I'm like, this is a lot. So once I got on the shooting gun, I was doing like the grind, like I watch like on YouTube and watch players that I idol, like the grind I put into it, like in between classes on shooting gun, after practice, before practice, off days, on the weekends, on the Labor days when the school closed, try to get in there. Like I did that, and I'm like, I didn't have the opportunity to have my highlight, even to get in the gym. I didn't have like we did stuff the Boys and Girls Club or outside, like that's how we worked out. So I'm like, I gotta take I could take it, but like it made me a way better player just being on the gun and knowing it's there, knowing I can get the gym, stuff like that. So right now, the player I am now, the player Montel is now, the player Malik is, I don't know much about what Malik got better, but like that was from like the time we got to put in extra work, and because me and Montel, I can't speak on Malik, but me and Montel didn't have no personal trainers. Like we just did what we could do when we can do it. So
but you know the crazy part about it, Dale, when I was in Hammond High, we didn't have it either. So Hammond High always, what I'm saying is we got to get it out the mud. And I hate to put in those terms. Hammond High got to get it out the mud. It is what it is. That's what make us stronger. That's what make us being successful. Look where y'all at right now. Y'all 2 young men or three young men out there that's trying to, that's trying to change the culture and to change the region or even change the whole state. What y'all doing? And to me personally, man, once y'all find out y'all identity and what y'all trying to do, because a lot of people do podcasts, but ain't nobody gonna do it like y'all. Y'all got to find y'all identity. How Stephen A. and Max Kellerman do it, or how first things first, or y'all find y'all identity. Y'all out there and y'all doing things for the region and in that matter for the state. So I'm very proud of seeing what y'all doing, man. So we just got to get it out the mud, man. Ain't nobody doing this. Y'all three young men out there that's trying to, you know what I'm saying, that's trying to rep, not for your school, but for yourselves, put some money in your pocket, trying to be an entrepreneur and all that, man. Y'all doing a lot, man. So to see this, I like it because it's called different streams of revenue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Different streams of revenue. It ain't just about hooping or sports and all that. Get it how you live. We got to get it out the mud. And that's how we came. And speaking on that shoe machine, that's how it was for me. So I'm saying you got to just find different things, man, to try to make sure that you get the best out of it, man. So I'm very proud to see what y'all doing right now.
Thank you.
We got a couple comments from the live, man. First comment from Prince. He said, "I'm the greatest player that didn't play."
Prince K.
Yes, Prince K.
Come on, man.
Wait, who said that?
Prince K said, "Greatest player that didn't play." Then
Man.
James Wright, he said, asked him why did they blackball Tone, Moosey, and Jayla.
Correct.
So
hold on. Wait. They said, okay,
They
add Byron in that mix, because the conversation we had in practice was we gonna sign him. Sign him off. And he got to the school and then didn't sign him off.
Yeah.
So y'all want me to answer?
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Tone was my guy. If you ask them all that, they know I mess with them heavy. They already know me. I'm more about the support. See, what I bring to a team is that when you down, I know what it should take. The players come to me for all that. So Tone, all those guys that felt like they didn't play enough, my lens will say, look, I don't know, man. You got to keep outworking somebody. You got to keep outworking them on a practice. I mean, for some reason, you got to be different. Sometimes it's all about being different and showing other things other than want to get on the basketball court and just score it. Unfortunately, why Dale play a lot? Dale really wasn't a scorer, but Dale made himself. Dale changed himself and made himself to become a better player moving up in the rankings. Right. And I'm not saying Moose and all of them had handles. They wanted to. Hey man, let's keep it real. Everybody who get on the court wants to put the ball in the basket, right? Right. How many balls are there out there on the basketball court? One of them. It's only one. And how many guards did we have his year?
Like
how many guards did we have his year?
Like
we had a lot of guards. So even if he did play, let's just say he did play, you know what I'm saying? I mess with them heavy. Them my homies. Them my guys, man. I love everybody that came through Hammond High that played varsity, regardless, JV or freshman. But my thing is, when you only got one ball, now you got to find out different ways. You got to find out different ways to earn your stripes on a basketball court. And sometimes, let's keep it real. Sometimes they did play D, sometimes they didn't. It just came down to this. They wasn't as consistent. If they would have stayed consistent on both ends, not just want to get the ball and dribble and go to the hole. We had too many people that did that. And ask them straight up, was they starters? We got to stop being friends with people who saying, man, they can play and all that. They can play and was they starters? Ask yourself that on that team, was they starters? Now, can they play? Can they play? Definitely. That's why they was on varsity. Definitely, we seen something out of them. No, that's no question. Ask them if they would have got in the game just for 1 or 2 minutes. Would they have loved that? Let's be honest. Would they would have loved just being on the court for 3 minutes, spurt, come out the game, and maybe don't see the court again, or come in every now and then, every blue moon? No, man, because everybody want to shine. Let's keep it real. Everybody want to shine, but they got to ask themselves, did they give everything they got to make themselves better, not just scoring? Ask them, not just scoring, but I mess with them heavy. I want to see them get their shine. It's like I want to see everybody get their shine. That there's one basketball, there's 5 starters, and most of the time there's 2 or 3 people left. Tay, and you know that there's maybe 2 or 3 people that maybe come off the bench, and some people got 8 or 9 man rotation. Tay, let's keep it real. Dale, let's keep it a buck. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop being like, man, they should have played. Man, they should. Y'all just gotta stop and see how it is.
See, I don't tell them that. I keep it a buck, like, cause
You
Jalen
gotta.
my cousin, and I
Oh,
told Jalen like,
I mess with
I
Jalen
right,
heavy.
I'm like Jalen, like, I just honestly didn't think you was that good for us that 2018 year. Like, we had so many good people on the team. Like, you
No, they
wasn't.
could
You was
play, but
good,
they can
but you
play.
wasn't right.
No,
But-
I agree.
Right.
They can play. Moose, all them guys, man, them guys, they can play. That's why they was on varsity. We know they can play, but ask themselves out of that starting five, just out of the starting five, they better are they better than them? If they say yes, what else did they do to stand out? It's about standing out, being different. Just like I told you, Tay, at the beginning, Dale really wasn't a scorer, but Dale changed and became something other than just hustling out there. Dale started to do the intangibles. It's called intangible things. You got to start showing yourself other than just getting the ball, dribbling. Because if you wasn't a star,
I remember junior year when we played out there in Bloom for the summer league, and I told my junior year coach say this when I just was told like I was carrying Montel around, like dragging him around, and I had to let him go. This is what Wiley told me, and I had to. That's the only way I was gonna get better.
Mm. No, we can't hear you.
Can't.
Can't hear you.
Is it?
It's messing up.
but let me, can you hear me, Tay?
Yeah, I hear you.
So let me
Oh.
let me get to an example there real quick.
All right.
All right. I mess with Tone, Moose, all those guys, and they both got in their own right. Got handles. They can get to the basket. They funny. I like their character because they're some really good guys, but they can play. I really love their character, man. They got my up and honest respect even now till today, man. I like those guys like that, man. I really do, and they can play. But let me tell you something about Tay. I think Tay can play. I thought Tay realized that I'm finna keep it real with Tay. I can't sugarcoat it on here, man. Tay didn't realize what he did realize. He did realize that I'm undersized. I gotta keep moving. This is a different game as varsity. This is a running game. Tay realized that I'm gonna get the best out of my situation while I'm at Hammer High. And when it comes to that point where I gotta make a decision, he realized that though some people just want to continue. Tay in college would be a point guard. I just got to keep it real. Tay would be a point guard in college. Tay wouldn't even be a two guard in college. And that's at a Division III or the NAI level. I ain't even talking about D1.
Right.
Tay still would be a two guard at that level. Tay realized I'm going to get the best out of my situation. I'm going to do what I can for Hammer High to a certain level. If I see I'm not perfectly fit for it, not saying that I can't play, because Tay has skills. I like his game. He get you in that post and bang you. It's nothing you can do with him. It's nothing you can do with him. That's just plain and simple. I saw his game. I thought he had a nice little 15-footer when he wanted to use it enough. But then again, when he get it in the post, he was good. But he realized something. Here I am, 5'9", 5'8", at the most 5'9", 5'8". If you're going to continue your career just at that weight,
Right.
would people recruit you?
Not at all.
Let's just keep it a buck. And you good. No, but you good. But I know your game. You really good. I seen you play. I think you should have been on varsity, but that would have benefited you? Let's keep it a buck. Would you would have started?
Maybe.
But stop. But even if you said maybe, that's still a decision that you would have to make. Because if you're going to continue your career, I'm going to play the point, I'm going to play the two guard.
Right.
Or even a three. Forget the 1 and 2. At 3, at 5'9", you playing a 3 at 5'9", and you know you're not playing a center. Let's all really think about a lot of stuff that you know, this goes into the Moose and all those situations. How hard did they work? Let's talk facts here. But they probably went to the club. They probably went to the park.
Right.
But when you want it that bad, you got to put in extra. We got to get it from the mud. This goes back to the mud. If you want it, you can't be chasing other things that knock your mind off the bigger picture. And that's a lot of things that happen in Hammond. We get our mind knocked off the bigger picture. If Moose and all those guys would have stayed with it and did something, they could have enhanced their game by far because they could dribble. They could get to the hole. They could have had point guard skills easily like that. Easy. But let's keep it real, man. A lot of guys, they go off after practice, you know, they go off and do their own thing. Let's just keep it. We got to start speaking. We got to start speaking over years, man, just over summers and summers that you really didn't put in, not at the Boys and Girls Club, but at the park, but just the work that you got to put in to get somewhere. And y'all should speak on that. Just the work you got to put in, man. I had to work. I bust my knee open in the snow when I played. I bust my knee open by myself. I'm talking to myself like I was flipped on the butt of the rim. I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to myself shooting jumpers. I'm acting a lot of, hey, Dale, this is what I'm doing, but this is on my own. I'm not, nobody never telling, I got to work because you know what? I had a dream of making it to the NBA. I had a dream of making it to college. If college not your thing, you setting yourself up for a shortcoming because now you're going to allow yourself not to work, not to really work on what you're really trying to achieve in your life. You just gonna be somebody, hey man, I had practice, I made varsity. I went to the club and played at the park. I went to the club, man. But that's it. That's it. No, that's it. So you think you're gonna get there. I don't know how your mindset work, but that's not how it is. Hammond, we got to get it out the mud, man. Look what y'all doing now. Y'all finding other ways for a different stream of income. Look what y'all doing. Y'all gonna work hard to this. Now I'm gonna tell my guys to subscribe to y'all channel. This is how it works. You got to understand, you got to build momentum, but y'all going to work at it. Y'all still going to be, y'all going to have not good questions. All this other stuff going to start coming as you go along, but y'all working at getting it. It's the same thing coming along with basketball, man.
What's next on the comment tag?
Hold on. Going back to that last question, they said Reggie Abram won the start of his freshman year.
Who was better than Reggie? Want me to tell you what Reggie did?
What did he do?
Now, I'm not the coach, I'm assistant, but did Reggie work hard? Ask him, was Reggie the hardest working in practice?
No.
No. When he came in, when Reggie came in, was Reggie a hard worker? Yes or no?
When his freshman year?
His freshman year, yeah. Reggie worked hard.
He
still do it today. You know why? You know why? Reggie still do it today. I could tell players. Did he work harder than who?
Them three, Tone, Moosey, and Jalen.
Correct.
Just keeping it real.
Ask yourself that. Ask yourself.
That's the question. That's the question, though.
That's the question. That's the question.
You know, let me date back 3. Did he work harder? I just think skill-wise, I think they was better. I think they was better. Did he work harder? Come on, man. Come on. What kind of questions are we asking?
Look, that question right there, I can weigh in on. When Reggie came in as a freshman, the first person that they paired him up with was me. That off back tell you a lot. Like they not finna pair me up with somebody that's gonna bullshit.
But here's what I'm saying. I love look once again. Them my guys. I love them. They did work. Them my guys to the fullest. They work, but ask them. Whoever asked them the question, ask them to ask them. Did they put in extra work to get better too? Ask them. And I want them to be real with themselves. I want them to be real with themselves because I know what people do after practice. See, they even know. But I know what they do after practice. I know, but see, because this is not really a debate. I'm not trying to. First of all, they can play, they can dribble, they can trust me. I didn't see them. But did they even? You have to ask yourself and be real with yourself. If you're not real with yourself, man, how are we going to make it with each other, especially being from Hammond High, man, because we get stuff out the mud once again, man. We get stuff out the mud. If you're trying to go to college or anything to be successful in, you can't just expect to walk in just because you can dribble. It doesn't, or shoot. It doesn't. You gotta. Coaches see intangibles. Coaches look at intangibles, man. They look at it, and if
Go another comment, man. Another comment. What
Yeah,
else
I
they
mean, it
saying?
just
why Mari not start? Why Mari didn't start over him?
Over
why
Reggie.
Maury didn't start over who?
Reggie.
Reggie?
I believe Maury came in a little late. Maury didn't start right away.
Right.
Maury didn't start right away because he came in. I think he came in a little late, if I ain't mistaken, and I believe so. Maury didn't start right away because he came in, or we was either gonna be smaller. It's either one or the other. We
Yeah,
didn't want a three.
that's 100. We would have been smaller. We would have
I think
definitely
we would have been a lot smaller.
Yeah, Reggie
Because
Moore.
one of them had to sit the bench, and I believe Maury and Reggie was flip flopping in the starting lineup, if I ain't mistaken. Sometimes they flip flop because of the smallness of the lineup, I believe. But I also believe
I kind of remember that because like when y'all put Mari in, y'all had to put like somebody like me or Jamar in because we needed somebody else big that could guard the other guard. That could
I think it was something like that. I think it was something like that, but I could be wrong. But those are questions when y'all get Larry Moore Jr. on, y'all can ask him in a hot seat when y'all get him in a hot seat.
Tello said this is why Boyette is my guy. Keep it real. Let me see what else on her.
Oh, Tello, they my dogs.
Tello supposed to be on here while he's talking. He's supposed to be on here.
But here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. What people don't understand, man. I have been through it, man. I've been through everything, man. I played with the Jazz for a minute. I went to Weber State, got into Hall of Fame, D1. I've been overseas for 10 years. I graduated from Hammer High, so I could relate to my Hammer High people. I definitely could relate to my Hammer High people. So
hey, this right here, this is what I'm talking about. When you come from the high, then I think you can say a lot about Hammer High kids, like, and you made it. That's why I get respect that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Right.
Larry Moore, it's half of that respect. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Why is that?
Cause it's a different vibe from you. It's a different vibe. When I know like you put the effort and time into like Mitch, same thing with Mitch. Even Poe, like he actually put time into us and got us better. Like that's hard work and like dedicated. Not just saying go do this, actually watching. You getting down on the floor, watching us touch the line. You giving us advice on what we should do on the court or how we should be thinking when certain stuff happen. Like that's what Wiley do. That's what Poe did with us when we was freshmen. Yeah. That's why we were so molded. We were just so used to winning at Eggers. We didn't lose. So we lost at Hammond High with Poe, he molded us, helped us get better at our game. And then Mitch came, gave us that confidence, let us play our game, and we looked good. Then we got the varsity. It was just like we stuck. But also,
you know what? But that'd be a good time for you to, because he'll come on your podcast easily. Yeah. He'll come on your podcast, man. Hey, and I mean, y'all got some hellified questions, man. I ain't gonna lie, but because it's a hot seat, man. Y'all gonna find y'all niche in this, man, because y'all do very, very good, man. But he'll come on the show. Oh man, I don't see why wouldn't he?
We trying to continue something right now. We kind of booked.
Yeah,
we kind of booked.
It's the questions we get. Talk about what my name. What I got to do with this? Hey, they come.
I mess with Tone heavy. Hey man, look here. You talking about dribbling and handles and all that, man. Hey man, all those guys, they can do their thing. They can do their thing. I know they can. I didn't saw it. They can dribble. They good. But Tone was a look, man. Tone, Dale, look, even Dale laughing. I mess with Tone, but sometimes Tone be so cool. He be so cool. He was so cool out there.
We were so defensive oriented. Like his defense was there, and then it wasn't there. That wasn't good enough.
He was off and on.
It wasn't good enough for us.
He was just off and on. That's all, man. But hey, man, kudos to them, man. They're my dogs. They always be my dogs, man. So I mean, it is what it is, man. Like I say, that first group got us going, man, and we realized this is how we gotta be, man. They set that. They set that tone, man. They set that tone, and so right now, man, we just trying to just keep up that momentum and set a culture of look. Hammond High, I don't care if you call it Hammond Central, I don't care what you call it. You call it whatever. But when you come here, you're gonna play hard, brother. You're gonna play hard, or you gotta or you gonna have to go.
You see the poster, man.
Yeah, I see it, man. Yeah, I see it, man.
You
know, Miss Jones. You know, Miss Jones had a poster. You know, Miss Jones had a poster in the office with that.
The new counselor want me to come sign it.
Yeah, man. Why not?
Why not?
Come sign it, man. Might as well.
I'll be down there to sign it for it.
I said, Boyette gonna be coaching the new team.
Well, you know how that goes, man. When you're the head coach, man, and you got momentum, man. But I am looking at some point to be a head coach. You know what I'm saying?
That was one of my questions.
Yeah,
why not a head coach?
Yeah, whether it's here or somewhere else, man. I think every coach needs to inspire other coaches to want to be a head coach regardless. And I think that's littles do push that. So no matter what it is, man, as long as it's a good situation for me and my family, I definitely am looking to be a head coach at some point. Yeah, I mean that should be your
He's gonna be the greatest head coach ever to coach a Hammond High. I mean a high school game. I swear he was.
Like wherever it is, you know what I'm saying. But you know, you like I say, I'm always a wild. You know, so we Wildcats for life. You know, and that ain't gonna leave.
Let them know.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? So
the new team at the new school though, like, will you be part of the coaching staff there?
Most likely. Yeah, most likely. I mean, right now we winning. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that cures everything is winning. Right. Now, if I was at Littles was at Clark and I was on you know what I'm saying? It all you know what I mean? If you're not winning, I mean, I'm just saying, but if you're not winning, it's hard to say, I want you to come over here and coach in a new building. It's a hard thing. Your resume do got to stick out. So no matter if, like you say, Little's the head coach, me and him both kind of, we are kind of in this together with Mitch and Aaron. And like you say, Oscar, like we got a lot of people, man, that joins in this whole thing together, man, that stirs that pot. So all in all, man, I'm happy where we at. Like you say, if any opportunities come up, not just for me, but for Mitch, for Aaron, any opportunities, man, we all looking to be aspired head coaches.
All right, man. As we wind down these last 2 minutes, man, is there anything else anybody got to say? Like they're all out, they're gonna be too long. It's 2 minutes left, but
that's it. Good talk.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all and let me be on y'all show, man, on this podcast, man. It's booming, man. I actually like it, man. Once y'all start figuring out how y'all going to keep going, man, I like this trial and error type of podcast. I like it. It's working. It will work. It will work. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man. And I tell y'all one little nugget. Find your character. Right. Find who y'all going to be. It ain't about just doing a podcast. Because a lot of people do it. Find your character. Find your character. All these other podcasts have characters. I don't know if you listen to All That Smoke with no, I'm just saying they all play a certain character. So once y'all trio find out who y'all gonna be, find that and roll with it. Once y'all be bringing in other coaches from Chesterton, Valparaiso, or so start doing your research on things. Start doing a lot of things, man, and get y'all questions on point and stuff like that, man. I believe this can go somewhere. Because y'all, this is a hot seat, man. This is a hot seat, but you gotta find your character, who y'all gonna be, man. So that's all I wanted to say, man. And I really appreciate the time, man.
Could you put in a word to Larry Moore Jr. that we will want him to be on this podcast in the future?
Real soon.
Got you. Hey, I got you, man. Soon. I got you. I will. Really? I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, that's gonna do it. On that live.
Talks with TAE and TAE, man.
All right, man. Let all my homies out there in the Wildcat family, man. I love y'all, man. Keep doing what y'all do.
For sure.
All right.
Let's go do it for this episode, man. What's that? I don't even know how much time we got, but
it's 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
We out.
Good episode. Man, let's go do it for this episode, man. We're gonna keep it rolling. We're gonna have who we got playing next week?
We supposed to have Mari.
We got Mari coming next week, hopefully. Then we're probably gonna get another coach, man. That's gonna do it. Episode 5.
Yeah, but you was never there for me. I got some people who can, but they couldn't bear with me. No, they couldn't bear with me. Walking in this cold alone, my shadow scaring me. Hearing words voices in my head, yeah, I think they daring me. 2 days later, I go ghost and you can't hear from me, no.